Let's make these Italian beef sliders all out of slow cooker. They're so good. Come to my kitchen, I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is not only perfect for Slider Sunday, I'm gonna set my phone up here on this vase as a tripod, but it's great for every day of the week. We do Slider Sundays because they're just really easy to do. So if you head over to crazybusymama.com, you're gonna see a lot of slider recipes there. Okay, so not the perfect angle, but I don't even care. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a chuck roast, or any roast really will do. I just really prefer chuck roast. Now, I will say that my kids are not big, huge fans of roast, but before my husband passed away suddenly, we have a freezer full of beef, and a lot of that is roast. My husband and I love roast, so we would always make a roast, and we enjoyed it together, but now I'm kind of the single thought on that. So my kids do love sliders. So we're gonna take this chuck roast and we're gonna put it right in here in the slow cooker, just like this. Let me get this out of the way so you can kind of see things a little bit better. So what's amazing about roast is you don't have to just enjoy them as a roast. You can enjoy them as multiple things. Again, if I have a tendency to put it on slider buns, they love them. So take this roast and you're gonna add what I would call beef bouillon or beef broth, okay? So you're gonna cover this with liquid with that beef bouillon. You can do it just like this and create what we call boiled beef, which sounds disgusting, but boiled beef is amazing. And you can do it right on top of your stove top. Boil that meat for a few, probably 3 to 4 hours until that meat is completely done and starts to fall apart. But I'm doing this slow cooker tonight because I've got a jam-packed full of stuff to do today. So I'm basically going to put enough liquid in this roast to create a boiling effect for the beef. I'm gonna put it on high on the slow cooker, and I'm literally gonna let it cook all day long for about 8 hours. I am gonna add this zesty Italian seasoning. This is a good seasoning, Good Seasons, I think is what it's called. It's actually a salad dressing pack, which you're like, what? This, you guys, is so good. So I'm gonna put this on top right there. And actually what I'm gonna do is grab a fork, since I do have so much liquid in there, as I'm gonna go ahead and flip the roast like this. Oh, and I made a mess. I made a mess. Okay, so this is just real life Crazy Busy Mama. So be mindful that you might make a mess there. Okay, so this kind of gets all over the roast like that. I'm gonna clean that up here in just a minute, unless the dogs lick it up. That's considered clean in this house. That's a joke. I'll still clean it up. But we're gonna put this in the slow cooker. You have to plug the slow cooker in, friends. How many times have you made a slow cooker meal? Can you be honest with me? Put in the comments, be honest with me. And you never turned it on. I have been so guilty of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my slow cooker on high. I'm gonna put it on, let's see here, high. I'm gonna put it on for 8 hours, okay? Gonna get that started. I'm gonna leave that lid on. Do not be peeking out because the steam will release. You definitely wanna just keep it with a lid on, let it cook for 8 hours. At 8 hours, you can pick that up and you can check it. That meat should fall apart. So I'm gonna come back and kind of show you what that looks like, but we're gonna have it, gotta go to the grocery store today. We're gonna have it on Hawaiian sliders tonight with provolone cheese and roasted red peppers. We're gonna have those Italian beef sliders that are really so good and super duper simple to throw together. So stay tuned, I'm gonna show you the results here. Okay, so I'm just getting home. I got some Hawaiian subs instead of Hawaiian rolls, and my slow cooker just went off. The timer just went off, so let's check it out. I'm gonna see if I can turn that camera around and show you. Okay, so there it is. Look at this. Oh my goodness, do you see this? It's just falling apart. I'm gonna go ahead and get this meat out and leave it in the juices for sure, because we're probably not gonna eat for another couple of hours, and I'm just gonna keep it on warm, but I'm gonna clean this up and get some of this fat out and of course the bone. However, I'm gonna try it. It's really hot. It's really hot, but I'm gonna try it first. Oh my goodness, it's really hot. Okay. That's amazing. It's amazing. We're gonna put provolone cheese on it, on those slider buns. You guys, it's so good. My kids don't really like roast, but they love this. I've got some hot peppers for those that want hot peppers, and some horseradish sauce, which I love. Only have one kid that likes it too, but for me, it's gonna be a major win here in a moment. But we're gonna shred up the rest of this and clean it up. And for those of you that wanna know how I clean it up, the best way to do it is to take it out in chunks and then just get like a slotted spoon and get some of that fat out. Now, you don't have to clean any of this up, but I just find that we eat it a little better when it is cleaned up and we don't have all that kind of junk in it. So again, feel free to leave it all in there if you want to. You could easily double this and then freeze some for later, and you can make amazing enchiladas with it too, but this will be enough for us, and I'm just gonna let it kind of soak in here in the juices until we're ready to eat. All right, we're gonna use these sub rolls. I ended up getting these instead of the sliders because I thought this would be really good with that Italian boiled beef. Okay, so here it is, nice and in the juices, ready to be served on these little hoagie rolls. Gonna do this right here. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Just a little bit more, just like that. Gonna put some provolone on there, and you can melt this in the oven if you'd like. I went ahead and just nuked it a little bit, but depending on how hot it is and the thickness of your cheese, it will definitely melt. Okay, so there it is. We're gonna put some roasted red peppers on there. Now you can dress it however you like. I just love the roasted red peppers and these little, they're jalapenos, but they're called sliced hot cherry pickles, and our peppers. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of some horseradish sauce on there just because I like a little bit of heat. You also could put some sub oil on there too. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I think it's really good that way, and it just adds a little bit of more flavor to it. Oh my goodness, look at this. All right, so here we're gonna go in for the bite, but let's check this out. Oh my gosh, friends, look at that cheesy deliciousness. So good. And it wouldn't be quite right if I didn't take a bite on camera. It's gonna be a little warm here, but look at this amazing, hold on just a second. Let me put the meat and cheese back on here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Italian beef sub slider. It's got a little kick to it. You certainly don't have to put horseradish on it or those hot cherry peppers, but holy moly, y'all, that's one way to use up a roast. So good. For more easy slider recipes, subs, or easy meals, visit crazybusymama.com to help reclaim the table with your sweet family with quick, easy recipes. You won't regret it.